Hey guys, I'm about to give you a complete review about IBPS RRB PO IX interview. Sorry for the late upload as I'm not still doing very good health-wise, so now let's start. I reached IIBM at 8:15 a.m. and reporting time was 8:30 a.m. The TV was going on till then. I was in panel 1. I did the biometric like iris scan and all. So here I would say that you would just need one call letter print, one application print and the mentioned copies of certificates. Here I didn't have an OBC NCL certificate for which I wrote a declaration that my candidature will be cancelled if I'm not able to present it at the time of joining. Now here there was a short intro session of the panelist members and their presence really lightened up the tensed atmosphere that was prevailing in the DV room. So I was actually last in the list of the 22 candidates in panel 1 and I went for DV at around 12:30 p.m. Straight thereafter, I was allowed to go to a waiting room and it was like for 20 minutes most probably. And one thing I would say here that the wait is never boring actually. You might think that I reached there at 8:30 a.m. and my DV went for at 12:30 p.m. But the wait is never boring. You would never like feel impatient or irritated by waiting because you're waiting just a door away from your dream job. So I don't get the idea of how can you feel bored at that moment. So you will feel very anxious for the interview to meet the panel actually. And after that, after the waiting room, so I was sent to a 3-seater place like just outside the door of the interview room. And since I was not doing well, I was having warm water continuously so that at least I can speak there without coughing. And I waited there for around 20 minutes 15 minutes and the boy before me who went inside the room came out, and after like 2 minutes the bell rang. I went in and God, it was my turn then. So I entered the room. I said, may I come in? And I closed the door behind, so obviously they let me in and I went up and wished good afternoon ma'am, good afternoon sirs. So they offered me the seat. I said thank you, and so they directly started without introduction. They directly asked about my graduation and I answered about my post-graduation as well. So I don't know whether it's the right thing that I have done or not, but I answered both. Now I'm just going to list out the questions I came across, which were a mixture of personal and professional aspect. The question I would say were not too much of the hardcore banking, but they were trying to figure it out how badly I wanted this job and how I have done my preparation actually. So it was like the same questions they kept on asking in different way, and every time I have to figure out something new to say, so that with the same question I'm able to present myself in a better way and like in different prospects and dimensions actually. So the questions, it was like the question started with, how did you manage your time while working as a teacher? Did you follow any banking book? Who helped you in your preparation? And how did you prepare how did you prepare for this interview? Then they asked me, now the questions of banking came around, so they asked me, what are the things that you have studied? So this was the moment where I can show as many as things that I know that I have studied. I'm a science student and this is the time to show that I have really worked hard. And I told them as many as points I have studied and recall at that moment. So recalling at that moment is the most difficult thing that I have faced. I have studied many things, but I was not able to say all the things, but I did say some of the important things that triggered the depth that I have gone through. And so they asked me what are the things that you have studied, and I listed them. Then they asked about me the types of risk, then what do you mean by operational risk, what do you know about RRB. Next question was what is the role of RRB. So maybe I forgot, maybe I have skipped the role of RRB in what you know about RRB, so they asked me about it again. And they asked me what are the types of loans that are provided in RRB. And one question was, would you provide loan if you were the manager of the bank? So these are the things that I have remembered, because so many days back I gave the interview on 28 Feb, and so these are the questions. So thank you.